Ink Ribbon.
Continuing our journey back into Silent Hill, we can't forget about one particular monster who has become one of the most iconic creature designs in all of horror media. It wasn't easy to find a lot of information about this mysterious monster, but thankfully Masahiro Ito, his designer, is very open and active on Twitter, providing a lot of awesome insight. So with that, from being a literal tank to a butt you want to spank, here are 25 facts about Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head's actual name is Red Pyramid Thing. The only time his name is shown in Silent Hill 2 is if James examines their bodies after the double boss fight. Over the course of the franchise, multiple versions of him have been made, including Red Pyramid Thing, White Hunter and Saint Apostle, the Bogeyman, the Shadowed One, the Executioner, and Pyramid Blight. His first design was originally very different, having a sort of dough-like face with a protrusion that connected to the lower part of his body. After being unhappy with that design, Masahiro Ito scrapped it and began working on something that would make him less human. As a tank enthusiast, he took inspiration from the lower hull of a German World War II tank, as well as other parts of vehicles from that period to culminate into the design of Pyramid Head's helmet. From 1993 to 1996, Masahiro Ito did a series of oil and acrylic paintings called Strange Head, back when he was an art student. Revisiting these was one of the biggest contributions to Pyramid Head's design, as well as a few other enemies. According to Ito, at the time, his fellow art students, teachers, and other critics really didn't like these paintings. Ironically, these led to one of the most iconic monster designs in all of gaming and survival horror in general. So if you're an artist, never disregard your work, even if people don't like or understand it. Also, as part of his original design was going to be a valve or spigot near his shoulder, which was also tied to a cancelled cinematic. They most likely decided the character was too elaborate and needed to be simplified. Pyramid Head appears as a cameo in several other games, including the DS game International Track and Field, Crazy Kart Racing, Super Bomberman R, Astro's Playroom, and Silent Hill Book of Memories, where he appears as a little Easter egg on the TV, as well as being an actual enemy in the game. In case he wasn't scary enough for you, Pyramid Head also has a tentacle-like tongue in his helmet that occasionally comes out. You can see it come out when he grabs James sometimes. According to Ito, the tongue was inspired by the sleeping man in the subway scene of the movie Jacob's Ladder. It's still not clear if it's a glitch or intentional, but if you look closely at the scene where Pyramid Head kills Maria at the elevator, you can see the front panel of his helmet move, appearing to slide open and close. To me, this looks like a texture stretching issue, but you guys can let me know in the comments. If you ever wondered what Pyramid Head sounds like, the only noises I could find were from Dead by Daylight, but these are some of the sounds he makes, which are mostly breathing. Masahiro Ito made and directed a 3-minute short film called Fukuro, which included several monster designs like the unused nurse from Silent Hill 2, as well as, of course, Pyramid Head, though using a different design. Throughout the games are a few Pyramid Head related wearable helmets. In Silent Hill Homecoming, Alex can wear the Bogeyman helmet. Dead by Daylight has 3 different skins with a unique lava aesthetic, and in Silent Hill 2 Remake there was DLC that allowed James to wear a helmet made from a pizza box. Pyramid Head primarily uses a large sword called the Great Knife. This was originally intended to be one half of a giant pair of scissors, with the other half belonging to James. Later in the game, you can also see him wielding a spear. Apparently, he wasn't supposed to have the spear until much later in the game, but the spear was introduced early due to him not being able to swing the Great Knife in the narrow halls of the hospital. Both the spear and the knife represent James' internal suffering, with one being heavy and strong and the other being more sharp and focused. In the Silent Hill movie, apparently due to the costume design, the actor playing Pyramid Head wasn't able to wear underwear, despite the back of the costume not covering his butt.
We also, apart from painting his chest, his arms, and his neck, we also had to paint his bum cheeks and his legs, because I didn't give him the option of having underwear.
This meant every time he turned around, everyone could see Pyramid Head's butt. You'll also notice that they never show him from the waist down when he's shot from behind.
And all the women on set really liked that character because he had a naked bottom, and you'd see that on set every day. So he's really scary from the front, but not so scary from the back.
If James puts an enemy in front of Pyramid Head, he will attack the enemy instead of James. Just like Mr. X or Nemesis in Resident Evil, the main purpose of Pyramid Head from a gameplay perspective is what they have dubbed a chaser creature. This is both to add tension to the plot and guide the player to the next area they need to go to. The reason 2 Pyramid Heads appear towards the end of the game is because James has fully begun to remember and realize everything that's happened, causing his guilt to increase. The lore of Silent Hill shows ties to occult and colonialism with a very dark history behind it. Along with Valtiel, Pyramid Head's manifestation are inspired from it. And for James, it's specifically conjured from this image depicting how the cult would execute people, with Pyramid Head specifically seeming to be manifested from the figure on the left wearing the large triangular hood. While we see Pyramid Head in various forms throughout the Silent Hill franchise, he actually shouldn't exist in any other part of the series, since he's specific to James. This has been a point of contention among fans, Masahiro Ito himself, and even resulted in producer Tom Hewlett being removed from Silent Hill Homecoming due to him protesting Pyramid Head's inclusion. This led to Pyramid Head being renamed the Bogeyman in an attempt by the developers to sidestep the canonical error. While many fans have taken a liking to Pyramid Head's big, muscular physique, Ito actually criticized this, specifically saying that Pyramid Head was designed to not be muscular for James's story. There was a cancelled Silent Hill game around 2013 that would have featured new iterations of both Pyramid and Valtiel, with the plan being for an angelic Valtiel to kill Pyramid Head in the opening scene of the game. These are the only concept art pieces to exist for it. After working on Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4, Masahiro Ito finally declined to work on any more Silent Hill games or any more horror games in general. The final nail in the coffin was when the newer studios kept insisting to reuse Pyramid Head for new Silent Hill games under a different name and design. Masahiro Ito knows what is underneath the helmet, but has decided not to reveal it. The only description he's ever given is, "Someone's bound head with many frames." Whatever that means. So that is probably everything you could possibly want to know about this red pyramid thing, but if there's anything I missed, please let us all know down in the comments, or just let me know which one of these facts surprised you the most. Be sure to smash that like button with your greatsword, and check out my other facts videos for more gaming lore just like this one. Be sure to drink water, pet your pets, and until next time, I'm Kai Morgan, and as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon.
Now, and yes, that much is true. You gotta run, you gotta fight. I know it's such a pity.